AITA for insisting my husband stop giving his daughter food that makes her sick, or stop letting her come home from school all the time. My 42F stepdaughter, 13F, has her dad, 42M, wrapped around her little finger, though mostly in a good way. He's an amazing dad, really connected and present. He spends tons of time with her and loves her to pieces. Stepdaughter is smart, funny, and independent, and she's really starting to grow into her own person. However, she went through a lot when she was living with her mom up until a few years ago and didn't really get basic parenting that involved healthy boundaries and consistent consequences. She struggles a lot with honesty and can be incredibly manipulative with adults who allow it. I understand where some of this comes from because, up until recently, the adults in her life haven't given her much reason to trust them or be honest. But the reality is that she will lie, cheat, and manipulate to get out of anything she doesn't want to do. Lately, her go-to manipulation tactic has been coming home from school sick. She has a known issue where her stomach reacts poorly to both dairy and gluten. I feel awful for her and totally empathize with how uncomfortable that must be. A few weeks ago, we cut dairy and gluten out of her diet completely, and all her stomach issues disappeared. But here's the problem: she still wants to eat whatever she wants, and her dad doesn't want to force any dietary restrictions on her. I suggested a compromise. I told her, you have two options. One, we cut out dairy and gluten. We can do it together, and I'm perfectly happy to support you. Or two, if you keep eating dairy and gluten, you can't come home from school unless you're throwing up or have a fever. Additionally, we agreed that if she stayed home sick, she wouldn't have access to her cell phone until the end of the school day. My husband thought this plan was reasonable, and I thought we were on the same page. Fast forward to today, and I found out she came home from school claiming to have diarrhea, spent the entire day on her phone, and then went to her friend's house in the evening. I was livid. I didn't blow up, but I gently lost it on my husband. I told him point blank that he's either allowing her to make herself sick or letting himself be manipulated by her, and frankly, neither is good parenting. I insisted again on the same options: either remove all dairy and gluten from our house or enforce clear expectations that if she eats foods that make her sick, she needs to stay at school, and if she does come home sick, she's not allowed her phone, nor is she going anywhere for the rest of the day. I get that she's been through a lot, and I really do have compassion for her, but I don't see how letting this cycle of behavior continue is helping her at all. Am I the asshole for putting my foot down? Discuss in the comment section below, and I'll pin the most upvoted comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to hear more stories animated and read by AI.